All right, so we're going to talk about today the consequences of the self-improvement path. Because, see, a lot of us, we're going to talk about the things we want. But when you genuinely recognize what it takes, I now recognize why a lot of people don't want to put in the work. But you put in the work long enough, you become, how do I explain it? You basically become, you're like, yeah, I'm okay with this. Like, I'm okay with the loneliness. Like, it might hurt in the immediate, but, you think, okay, it's fine. Other people have been through this. That's the biggest thing I would say, too, is you're going to outgrow people. But if you talk to actually locked-in people, which is why your circle is so important, they're going to tell you, you're going to outgrow people. You're going to outgrow people because when you start vibrating so highly, guys, you're going to start to see the signs. Like, you're like, damn, how did I miss this? It was always there. You just gain the ability to view something genuinely in the present. Genuinely in the present. Which is a little different from your third eye. Because the third eye is more so, if anyone knows the Bible, was it John 14:12? No, I forgot the verse, but it's like, in this world you'll face trials and tribulations, but take heart, I've overcome the world. See, when you overcome the world, you stop viewing like reality for what it is, because you recognize like the spiritual layer on top of it. So if you're going through something difficult, you know that, okay, this doesn't align with my true spiritual self, so it's okay. You don't ignore it. You still take the appropriate steps in our external world, but you know it's not like the final, like, true reality. But when you get more locked in, you just become more apparent of everything that's around you. I find now I'm viewing things from the present. I'm viewing people as they are, because what I used to do, I would view people for their potential. Oh, they're locked in, they're trying. But once you learn the standard, you're like, wow, actually, they weren't really trying. They said they wanted the things, but they're not really doing the work. So, and as a result, you're going to grow apart from them. I'm telling you, a lot of people, you're not ready. I'm telling you, you are not. I can think maybe it's been 4 or 5 people that I'm probably never going to interact with again because of the consequences of this self-improvement path. It's really crazy, honestly. You don't really expect it, but at the end of the day, I'm the most locked in person I know in my actual like circle. It is what it is. I have a great online community I'm in now, so which helps a lot. But like, I actually know I'm the most locked in person I know, literally. And most of you listen, you're probably going to be like that also. And you're probably going to get more and more alone. And you got to really be okay with that, because I'm telling you, this self-improvement stuff, I find it fun now. It's peaceful. I wake up early, I work out, I eat the same meals. It's simple. But you're going to get leaner, you're going to get stronger. You're going to keep vibrating higher so that you can manifest things, start the business, get the money so you can do things that you actually want. I think one of the biggest consequences of this journey for me is you're like, wow, you take the diet stuff really seriously, and most people are going to think you're insane. You need balance. Fuck balance. People that are telling you to do stuff in balance, they aren't in balance themselves. They want to have fun because everyone wants to have fun. But after you put in the work, and you can have fun on your terms and timing, then it's fine. But if you just want to have fun and never do the work, then you're cooked. You're not going to get those things you want, because people really undermine the hard work. Even myself, I'm like, wow, it's really years. It's not going to be overnight. You got to be consistent at a certain vibration for a very long period of time. And that's okay. But that's why, it's worth doing. Because I've been working out for a while now. I think it's been 6 years, a little over 6 years. And all those years have been preparation, because now, like, genuinely now I understand the standards for health, fitness, retaining, all those things, journaling, reading. I understand why all those things are important. So now I'm able to do it consistently with no problem. But it wasn't always like that. At one point, I was like, people talk about it, but I don't know why I'm doing it. But you just have to like really stay committed to the journey, because it will work out. But you have to stop viewing. You just have to stop wanting the money, the cars, all this nonsense. Like, all that's gonna come, because that's a lot of people don't get it. And I had to talk with a friend, but they were saying, you can be in shape, take care of your health and stuff, but still be low vibrational. But the flaw with that logic was they didn't know anyone that was that locked in. I would be the only exception. And I'd argue I was locked in, but definitely nowhere near the way the people like in my community are. So I'm like, they don't know anyone that's locked in. See, a lot of people, they're gonna tell you, oh, this is healthy, this isn't healthy. You don't know because you don't do. They'll tell you, oh, cholesterol's bad or good. I'm like, you're not healthy, you're overweight. So you're definitely not the person anyone is gonna listen to about what's healthy and what's not healthy. And that's just a cruel reality of it. Even if you know everything, if you're overweight, people are gonna be less likely to believe you. It is what it is. Because when you're really locked in and you're lean, you're in shape, people can sense that. I see it at work daily, the constant snacking, literally multiple of them take peptides, they're trying to get on the retina, all that bullshit. That's never gonna fix anything because they haven't addressed the root problem. You guys only eat for taste. You don't eat for fuel. You cannot get to the next level unless you eat for fuel basically 99% of the time. That's why most people just are never gonna get to that point because they just don't get it. But it's not even about the food. It's really just resistant dopamine. So much people, you just seek pleasure all the time, whether it's on your phone, what you eat, that girl. You can't seek pleasure all the time. You got to go, to know you're in balance, you really have to go through months of resistant dopamine pleasure. And then you'll know if, you can do it in balance or not. But I'd argue most of you can't. Heck, even me, which is why, this is the test. I'm going to lock in for a really long period of time before I even really interact in the world like that again. Because you have to really develop a very, very, very solid base. Because the world is going to pull you in so much direction.